Hi, this is Sonia with Artsy Solutions, and today I want to start making some of these little boho embellishments, and they're going to be used on my boho journal that I've already started. And today I decided for the first time I was going to try some UV resin. I've never played with it before, never owned any or anything, but I got this right here. It was a 2-pack, and it came with a lamp and the resin, and both packs came just like that. And overall, I guess I'm kind of satisfied, but I mean, you get what you pay for. So I think I got these for like, I don't even know, I'll have to look it up and see, but I think maybe $10 for like the 2-pack with the resin, and there were 2 lamps that came too. But I mean, to start out, I guess that's not too bad. I just didn't like how some of these curled. So, and I've watched YouTube videos on different types of UV resin. So, I mean, obviously this isn't the #1 choice, but it still works, and you can still have fun and, you know, make embellishments and things like that, you know. So, and here are some of the things that I made. And I just added some jump rings to each one, and you know, just I wanted to have fun. We got some owls, we have butterflies, and now all of these I didn't add jewelry to, but and we have like little sunglasses and just different little embellishments and things, you know. So, and I'm going to try to make some I'm making some boho tassels, so that's what I'm in the process of doing. So let me just go ahead and show you how I made these. And there are different ways that you can get images in Clipart. You can get some that's already like your little cut aparts that you get, like Tim Holtz, different ideology, things like that. Or you can print them out, or you can buy them already, kind of like this. And these right here are ones that I gotten off Temu. And those are the ones that I've used on some of my other little dangles and stuff like that. But, and these are like transparent. These are like the pet tape stickers. So, but if you didn't want to buy any, you don't have to. You could actually print your own out, and that's what I did with these right here. These are from Creative Fabrica, and I printed them out twice. Once on 110-pound cardstock, and then the other one on some transparent, what is this? Ink kit transparency film. You could use vellum transparency film. You can use different types of papers and things. Just depends on the look that you're going for. But yeah, so I'm going to cut these out, and then we're going to get started with my resin. And then the resin also comes from Temu as well, and it came in like a little kit, and you get your whatever you call this little thing, your little lamp, and it has this particular one. It's just a cheap one. It's just, I'm just starting out with resin, so I got something cheap just to see, just to practice with it. So now I'm sure there are other brands that are probably better, but so far with the ones that I use, all these I use this brand of UV resin. So I don't even know what the brand of it is, but it still kind of it takes a little while to cure. Usually I dry these for like 2 minutes, or sometimes 2.5 minutes, and it just depends on I guess how much you put on there and stuff like that for it to cure. So but yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. So let me go ahead and cut these out, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I got them all cut out, and I've decided I'm going to distress it using some of this Vintage Photo Distress Oxide ink, and you can just use whichever kind that you like if you want to. Let's see. I put mine on the, directly on the ink pad whenever they're like super small. And just kind of go over it like that. That way I don't tear it. And then after I distress it with the oxide, I'm just going to come back through with the ink pen. I'm just going to use one of these little Faber-Castell markers. And I'm going to use this dark color, dark sepia. And I'm just going to go around it. If you hear any sound, it's my son and my nephews in the other room playing a video game. So I'm sorry if you hear something. Hopefully you don't hear anything inappropriate. Okay, so we've got that. So now we're gonna make some, we're gonna use our resin. And like I said, there's different brands out there, and this is my very first time ever playing with resin, so I don't know what's good, what's not. I have researched some of it, but not all of it. But I'm just going to set these to the side, these little clear ones. I'm going to go over some of these as well, but right now I'm going to what I'll do is I'll do one. Ooh, let me fix that. Well, actually, I'll do a butterfly and a little owl and a pair of sunglasses and cardstock, and then I'll do a butterfly. I'll do the same thing with the vellum, and then I'm just going to make some off camera, and then we'll show you some more stuff. Now this, like I said, my little lamp connects through USB. So oh, let me get my little mat. What I've been doing is I just take one each. And it's also, like, if you want to garnish yours, it's good to have some embellishments and things that you want to add to it. Like, let's see. Like this one. This is one of, I tripled it up and I messed up right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. I was trying to hold this in place, and it was sliding, because when you put your resin on there and then you put something on top of it, like a what do you call this, a little finding or whatever, jewelry finding, it's going to move. And I tried sliding it back in place while it was up under the lamp, and it started to crinkle a little bit. So I tried to fix it, putting some alcohol ink on it after it dried, and that kind of worked out, I think. So yeah, I think it still works for this. But anyway, so let me plug up my lamp and move some of the stuff out of the way. Let me move that out the way. I've been busy. And another trick, which you don't have to do, I've seen some people take the lighter, and after they put their resin on whatever surface, they'll take the lighter and just kind of knock out some of the bubbles. Some people use alcohol, some people use a lighter. In this case, I don't think I really need to, but I don't know. So let me plug up my little lamp. It doesn't have like an on and off button. So what I do is, hold on. Let me slide this closer. I have it going into my laptop because the cord's not very long. So what I do is just I set this to the side, and then whenever I'm ready for this, I'll just put it over top of it like that. And oh, You should probably wear gloves and have a well ventilated area. Okay, so I zoomed in and I'm going to get my UV resin, and it has like a little lid that comes with it. I'm just going to take that off. And I know different resin companies sell like bits and things like that, but I'm just using just the basics. So I'm starting in the middle, and like I said, this is my first time trying. I did Google it or look it up on YouTube on how to do it. And so just start from the middle and just kind of push it on the outside or towards the edge. You don't have to squeeze because it's falling out on its own. And it wouldn't hurt to have some tweezers to hold it in place. Now, I've seen some people hold it in their hand and do that, but my hands are not very steady, so we're not going to do that. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, you guys. I hope you didn't hear that. Like I said, my son and my nephews are in there playing that game, using vulgar language. But, okay, so... Alright. And then if you want to put something in the middle, you can. I'm going to go ahead and dry this first. So, oh, and you can also set a timer. I'm just going to look at my laptop and see. It's 3:41. So when it turns 3:43, that's when I'll take it out. Because this kind of resin takes at least 2 minutes to cure. So I'm just going to let it sit there under the lamp for a little over about 2 minutes and 15 seconds or 30 seconds. Okay, so it's been a little over 2 minutes. And it's pretty hard, but I don't know if you can see that or not, but it still has a little bit of wet resin right there. So I'm just going to wipe that up. And I don't have my alcohol with me. But I'm just using a wet rag, so I think that'll work. Alright, so I'm just going to put this back on here again. And I'm going to add a little bit of, well, before I add anything, I want to see how that would look. We're going to put this in the middle because I want this, and I'm going to try to, when I put it in the middle, I want this top piece right here, the portion that we're going to put something in, why can't I talk straight? For the jewelry, we're going to connect it to something. That's going to go to the top. So what I'm going to do for this to get glued down, so I'm going to add some resin down here. And since it smears, I'm just going to add a little bit in the middle. And then I'm going to stick this down high enough to where this part right here protrudes, but I'm going to try to make sure it's centered. But see how this is moving around? It's kind of frustrating a little bit. What I'm going to do, and I don't know if it's a smart move or not, but I've had the same problem with my other ones. Once I'm going to get it situated, I'm going to add just a little bit resin right in here just to kind of hold it so it's not going anywhere. Then I'm just going to prop this lamp over top so it can go ahead and start drying. Make sure it's turned the right way. Okay. Okay, so This one did dry, and like I said, there's still some liquid on there. So if you, like I said, this came from Temu. So if you get a better grade resin, it probably won't leave that wet residue on there. So that's something to consider. Okay, so and it did curl up a little bit. I don't know if that's normal, but being that I'm using it for a embellishment, I'm okay with that, because it's gonna be amid some other stuff. So, all right, now let me show you something. I don't know if you notice how you have, let's see, it's like the resin slid some, and it's not as thick in this little area here, like the thinner areas. So I'm just gonna go back over it again. Let me see if you can see this better. Like, let me see. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about. You can't really see the resin as well over on the edges. So basically, I'm just going to add some more resin to the edges. Okay, so now I want to do a little bit of mix and matching. So yeah, these, you can probably most definitely get a better quality resin, because this is still wet. And I've seen, like I said, I've seen different videos where it shouldn't leave that kind of residue on other brands, but to start out, I didn't want to invest in a whole lot because I didn't know what I was doing. Okay, so now I want to take this cute little one here, but first I want to show you, see how it has this little excess, it's called, I guess it's called flash, it's like leftover material that kind of got stuck to it. You can either cut it off or peel it off. I think I'm gonna cut it. Some people use a knife. I'm just going to use some scissors. See if it'll come off. Okay. Yeah. I'm not real. The butterflies, I don't mind them curling, but I really didn't. I'm not real big on these curling up. But I'm just having fun with it to start with. but you can still condition it and put it back into shape. That's the good thing about it. Is now it is hard, so it's still you don't have to worry about it tearing up or anything like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, I think I'm going to add this pair of glasses over top of the face. I think that would be kind of cute. It's, even though the glasses are bigger than the owl, I still think it's kind of cute. Hold on, let me take my gloves off before I cut the gloves. Where did I put this? Here they are. I like these because they're clear. So you can use vellum, you can use acetate, you can use different materials. Print your own. And even though I printed mine out on an inkjet, it still got more pronounced once it got that resin on there. And I really like that. Yeah, I'm going to add this on there. I think that's going to be cute. I don't know. What do you guys think before I put it on there? You think that'll be cute or no? What do you think? I think it will be cute. I'm going to try it anyway. I'm just having fun. So, let me put my gloves back on. Okay, so this is what we have so far. And I think I'm going to, I don't like how this is still tacky on the back. So what I'm going to do, similar to how I've done some of my other ones. Here's one from that I haven't assembled yet that I made earlier. I took some tissue and just glued it to the back. And the good thing about tissue is it's still see-through. It's like, you know how when you decoupage something, you can still see through it. So I think I'm going to do that. And also what I did with these is I went around the edges because it left like little pieces raised up of tissue. And I just took the lighter and just kind of went around the edge, and it kind of gave it a deckled edge a little bit. And I was totally cool with that. And it also melted the tissue to form to the exact shape that I was looking for. So let's do that. And then off camera, I'm going to make some more. I'm going to do some more embellishments, and then I'll show you what I made. So let's first, I want to move these. I got some of these set to the side for later. But to start, I'm just going to, I just use glue, some of this silicone glue. And I don't know if it makes a difference. Oh, let me try, I don't know if this is going to work or not. I haven't tried this kind of glue yet. So I do wonder if I do. what kind of result I'll get. So I'm just going to smear it all over the back. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, because like I said, I'm just experimenting. I've never done this before, so if you see me doing something, you probably yell at the TV, "Sonny, don't do that, girl." I'm just going to make sure it dries really well. And I did see it crack a little bit from where I tried to, when I tried to straighten it out, but I'm going to fix that by adding some more, what do you call it, resin later on. So let's just do this one right quick, because I want to see how it's going to turn out with me using glue wall, this Elmer's glue wall. I want to see how well it works. And be careful, because these are probably flammable, I imagine. So depending on what kind of glue you use, just, you know, just always be careful when you're working with fire. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold it like that. See how it did that? If you're a kid under age 18, do not try this. This is only for adults. I'm satisfied with it. And it also gave it that darkened edge. So yeah, I can live with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some more resin over top of this. And while that dries, I'm going to go ahead and add, I'm going to decoupage the, not decoupage, well, I guess it's considered decoupaging. I'm going to go ahead and add these to the tissue, and I'll be back. Okay, so I finally got it completed. So here's what some of them look like. It took me almost all day. So the lighting isn't quite as good, so, but this is what they look like. Now this one, yeah, this is one of the first ones that I'd made. And I like my little one with the glasses. I thought that was kind of cute. My little owl. But yeah, and I added some little jump rings to each one of them. That way, whenever I go to assemble these or make something with them, I'll be able to just connect it or whatever. I like this one too, with the little sunglasses and the little what do you call it, feather. So yeah, it's my first time trying out this little UV resin, so it's not too bad, but I just didn't like how it curled. Some of the stuff curled up, and I'm wondering, was it because it was the resin, or if it was because it was like the paper was, I probably should have straightened the paper out first before putting the resin on there, the fussy cutout. But it can still kind of move a little bit. You can still kind of shape it So that's not too bad, I suppose. And here's our little old sunglasses. I really like those. So, thought those were kind of cute. Now, I didn't do every single one of the things that I cut out, all my fussy cuts, because I was just like, that's just too many. It took me forever just to fussy cut it, and then, of course, I had to do all that other stuff to it. But yeah, this was really fun and entertaining. So, I guess you could give it a try. Like I said, this just came from Temu, just a little old cheap stuff. Well, it's not going to be cheap anymore now, but but yeah. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and check out other videos and my social media sites. And I'm going to be doing some more assembly, because I'm going to be making some more of these my little old tassels and stuff. But yeah, and I'll show you more later as my next video will be on making some of these little old beads and stuff that go on the tassels. So I'm just kind of doing it in steps. So, but happy crafting.